Hey guys, we are here and we're going to talk all about Broadway touring shows. So we spend as much time as we can in New York seeing all the new shows and just kind of checking them off our list one by one. But we also have a ton of fun visiting our local theater, Broadway at the Eccles, to check out the touring shows as well. And there is a lot of great shows active right now.
And Broadway at the Eccles, they actually just announced their new season. There are so many great shows that we're lucky to get here in Salt Lake City. Let's talk about them.
Yeah, let's dive right into these shows.
Okay, so first up is Miss Saigon. This is one of those like epic Broadway shows from the creators of Les Mis. It tells the story of a young Vietnamese girl. She works at a bar. She falls in love with a Marine. You can kind of fill in the blanks. It's one of those tragic love stories.
So this was originally on Broadway in 1991, and then it was later revived in 2017. And this 2017 revival is what we'll see on this national tour. So the one thing that I just really love about this show is just how cinematic it is. When you see this set, when you see the way that they stage this and the fog and all the different things and elements that they use, it's just really, really clean, and it's so much like a movie. It's just so much fun to watch in that regard. And I guess the other thing that everyone always talks about, or I definitely remember, is the helicopter from this show.
I'm excited because I've never seen this show, so it's always cool to see something you've never seen.
All right, so next up in the Broadway at Eccles 2019-2020 season is A Christmas Story. Yes, that Christmas Story. This is a musical based on the 1983 film that is just kind of iconic and everybody knows, like, you're gonna shoot your eye out and the electric sex lamp and all the good stuff, you know?
Yeah, you have to watch it every year.
Absolutely, this is just a staple. So this follows the movie very closely.
You know, and I'm excited to kind of see some of the early work of Pasek and Paul.
Absolutely. So you kind of already know what to expect with this one, but it's a lot of fun to just see it live and to see it on the stage.
The next up is Fiddler on the Roof. This is another show that I don't know how I've lived my whole life. I've never seen the movie. I've never seen a local production. This show has been around forever. I think the original was 1964. So this is one of those stories. It's all about family. It's about this father. He has 5 daughters. It's all about their romantic entanglements, all those kind of things. The thing I love, even though I've never seen it, it's totally in that Broadway history canon that has the songs that you know, like Matchmaker and If I Were a Rich Man.
But no, Fiddler's a lot of fun. A lot of people know what to expect with this show. Awesome to see this tour coming to Salt Lake City. All right, so next up is probably my favorite musical ever. Yeah. I'm just gonna put it out there. Dear Evan Hansen. This is one that we knew was coming to Salt Lake City last year. They announced as kind of a preemptive addition to this next season, and now it's here. This is that season. Dear Evan Hansen will be making its way to Salt Lake City, and I couldn't be happier.
You know, this won the Tony in 2017.
All of the Tonys.
Yes, all of the Tonys. It's one of those shows, like, it doesn't matter where you fit and what, like, you're a teenager, you're a mom, you're a dad. Mm-hmm. It really kind of hits you right here. I think I sobbed multiple times throughout the show.
There definitely was not a dry eye in the house. You could just hear people like sniffling and crying.
So really at its core, the story is all just about a boy who just wants to fit in, and you know, that is something that all of us could relate to. I think that's the power of this story.
Definitely.
The thing about this show that I love the most is the music. You know, I have my favorite songs like Waving Through a Window and Only Us, but to be honest, I could listen to the whole soundtrack on repeat like every day.
Start to finish, easily.
I really feel like this is a masterpiece when it comes to music and lyrics.
Definitely a career maker for Ben Platt, for most of the cast, and definitely for Pasek and Paul.
A ton of Tony Awards.
Absolutely, do not miss this one. Make sure that you get in line, get extra tickets, take your friends, take your family.
One fair bit of warning, there is some crude language and some really, you know, some situations that are a little, you know, rough around the edges, but honestly, it's nothing worse than your kids are hearing in the hallways of school every day.
I love this show. Can't say enough good things about it. Absolute props to Broadway at Eccles for bringing this show to Salt Lake City.
All right, so next up is Disney's Frozen. This is one of those beloved stories about two sisters.
Wait. If you don't know what Frozen is, like, come on. Everybody knows what Frozen is. Yeah, so this is the stage adaptation of the Disney beloved film in musical form. What you need to know here is it's Frozen.
It's Frozen.
Olaf is in it still, so don't worry about that. Sven. And there's a lot of wonderful, cool stage magic. This is one of those shows that will kind of be a new level of stage magic for many people seeing it.
It'll be interesting to see how they take the magic on tour.
Actually watching it and kind of understanding how some of those things work, you could tell that this was a show that was definitely primed for the tour. They knew that they were going to be taking this magic across the country.
And to me, the magic isn't just in like the technology. It's even as simple as like costume changes.
Absolutely. There's this amazing costume change with Elsa. There's this moment where she changes into like kind of the ice gown that she wears or whatever during Let It Go. And if you don't go for any other reason, go for that part.
It's a great show. Definitely one to not miss this season.
All right, last but not least, and next up is Anastasia. This is based on the 1997 animated musical film that many people think is a Disney movie, but definitely is not a Disney movie.
So the story is about this young, orphaned, amnesiac girl, and
Wait, is amnesiac a word?
it's a thing.
It's a thing.
She has no memory of her
Stop
past.
trying to make
There
that
you
a thing.
Anyways, she has no memory of her past, and there are rumors that she could be the heir to the Russian czars. Yeah.
This show originally opened in the spring of 2017.
The thing I love about this show is the score, and I think that's because it's by the same team who did Ragtime, which that's just one. It's real near and dear to me.
Ragtime is one of her favorites.
It's true.
Back to Anastasia.
Yes, back to Anastasia. I mean, my favorite song is Once Upon a December, which
Whose
is my
isn't?
favorite song from the movie, too. Yeah.
Crossover. So a lot of the same things that you would see from the movie are in this show. That being said, there are a fair amount of changes as well. So if you're familiar with the movie, come see the different changes. This is a show that's near and dear to many people's heart, and excited for this to come to Salt Lake City. The add-on show for this year is The Illusionist, and this is a full-fledged magic show. When you go into this, you kind of have the understanding of like, oh, we're gonna go see some magic, no big deal. But I love the variety that this show brings. I love that there are multiple different types and techniques and versions of magic. Some just as simple as card tricks right in front of you, and then other like full-fledged like escape from a water tank Houdini stuff. It's so much fun to see, and it's so much fun to watch. I don't know, I just had so much fun with it. I left the theater just beaming like a little kid. Overall, I'm really excited to see all the different shows coming to Salt Lake City this year. We love to go back east and see shows in New York. We love having Broadway at the Eccles here. Just one of those wonderful theaters, and so lucky to have this here in Salt Lake City. What shows are you guys most excited for in the tour? Which ones are coming to your town? Go ahead and drop us a comment and let us know which one of the tours you're most excited for.
And stay tuned to our channel. We've got a lot of cool trips upcoming that we're going to be seeing all the different shows coming to New York this year. And stay tuned to see what we think about all these shows that are coming to the Eccles.
Absolutely, that's a wrap.
Let's go.